Alright guys, welcome back. Episode 4 Once Upon a Hallow's Eve. We're gonna hop right in there because I wanna know what happens next, and then I'm gonna start probably winding down for bed and whatnot. So yeah, so let's hop right in, and I wanna go ahead and get a little one played. To be honest, I have no idea how much time has already passed since I first got here. It seems weird, but I seem to have forgotten the concept of timekeeping itself. It's because we don't have freaking clocks anywhere. I'm getting used to waking up after the sun does and sleeping shortly after it goes to sleep, and I'm becoming even closer to the three brothers. One night I wake up due to extreme coldness in my room. I realize that I'm already shivering even despite the blanket that I have unconsciously wrapped around myself in my sleep. Groaning, I stand up, hoping to find the source of the sudden cold. A cold breeze sends goosebumps up my arms, and I realize that perhaps the small window covered by the blinds on the far side of the wall has been accidentally opened just a peek. Slowly I start walking towards it. A strange sound suddenly reveals itself to my ears. I stop straining to recognize the sound. To my horror, I realize that it sounds like a tornado is happening outside. A tornado? I hurriedly run to the door to open it, but before I can do so, I hear a voice calling out to me. Lizzie. A hollow, echoic kind of voice that makes me rethink if I had really heard it or not. I look around, feeling goosebumps traveling up my flesh. Lizzie. Come back, Lizzie. I press my hands to my ears, trying to get the voice out of my head. I panic now. I grab the doorknob and pull open the door, only to be greeted by a blinding white light. Lizzie, are you alright? I wake up to the sound of voices. Three silhouettes are peering down onto me, surprising me. The three silhouettes all move away in shock, and I realize that they belong to the three brothers. Guys, can you please not do that? You shocked the hell out of me. We could really say the same thing about you, you know. He's right. He gets really nervous whenever you faint. What? What happened, Lizzie? Did you just say that I fainted? Yes, we found you right outside your room lying on the floor. But, yeah. What is it? What's the last thing you remember before you fainted? I remember now. There was a blinding light. That's the last thing I remember. The three brothers look at each other in confusion. A blinding light? How can that be? It's been raining all morning. Raining? Is that why there was a tornado outside? The three heads look at me at the same time. Tornado? You saw a tornado outside? No, I heard it. I just presumed it was a tornado because... Oh, that's right, the draft. I thought the draft was coming from outside because of a mild tornado or something. Lizzie, there's no window that opens here in Vern's room. How can it be a draft? What? That can't be. I felt it myself. It was right after I heard the tornado that I stop, feeling shivers run up my spine as everything comes back to my mind. Before you what? Before I heard it. The atmosphere in the room suddenly grows thick, threatening to strangle the four of us in its vice grips. What did you hear, Lizzie? A voice. I heard a voice. What did it say? It was calling me, asking me to come back. And the thing is, now that I think about it, it sounded so familiar. Vern steps away from me. He thinks I'm crazy, and I see all the blood drained from his face. Vern, what's wrong? Vern? He shakes his head before running out the door to my surprise. What did I say? Something wrong? The two other brothers are still looking quite alarmed. After a few seconds, Viktor snaps out of his trance. Oh no, you know Vern. I told you he can be quite a scaredy cat sometimes. He forces a smile to his face. They know something that I don't know. I don't know what it is, obviously, but they know something. And I guess right now it's one of those times. I guess so. Anyway, you better go back to sleep now. Yeah, he's right. I just nod, smiling gently at the two. Yeah, thanks you guys. I lie back down on my bed, feeling suddenly exhausted. A sudden thought comes to my mind. Wait, I hear the two brothers open the door and I hurriedly sit up to call their attention. Wait! The two just blink at me, a question in their eyes. How did you guys know that I had fainted outside the room? I mean, isn't it already late? Ron and Victor both look at each other and shrug. Actually, it was Vern who found you. Now don't ask us what he's doing walking outside in the middle of the night. A great thing he was walking, else we wouldn't have found you, Lizzie. Well, I guess you're right. Good night, then. Good night. Vaughn just grunts before they leave, closing the door behind them. Normally, I'd get mad if a person ignored me like that, but I know better. Just like on my first night here, I lie awake on my bed, thinking about the day's events. I still get shivers thinking about the voice I heard earlier, so I try to divert my thoughts from that. Still, I wonder if I'm just hallucinating. Cabin fever, perhaps? I stretch out my legs, trying my hardest to flex my bad leg. It still hasn't fully recovered, but it sure has gotten better. I can't wait for it to make its full recovery so that I can start hiking back down the mountain again. I really do miss my friends and family. I wonder if they know I'm up here. I think if they knew you were up here, they'd come to see you. They must be so worried. Oh well, I'm sure I'll be able to go down one of these days. One of these days. I don't think we're ever gonna get to go back down. It's been a few days since the voice incident and everything's starting to become normal routine again. My leg has actually recovered enough for me to be able to already walk around the house with little to no problem at all. However, Victor says that hiking is a very high impact activity and I'm sure he wouldn't want to risk my health. Of course, I have complete trust in him. Not only is he my friend, but he was also a medical student after all. I'm sure he knows what's best for me. Still, I do hope I can recover soon enough. I promised him that I would do my best to help around the house before I leave the village. It's only proper that I repay them in some way for their kindness after all. Victor insists that it's not necessary, but I do insist that it is. At least it'll give me something to do while I'm stuck up here in the mountains. I catch a glimpse of a certain brown-haired guy cleaning around with a broom. Hey, Victor. He looks at me seemingly a bit surprised at my sudden appearance. Hey there, Lizzie. What are you doing? I'm just cleaning around. One needs to clean around the house, you know. I nod, agreeing with him. Let me help you then. Before he could respond, I take hold of one of the brooms nearby. He just looks at me, half in confusion, half in embarrassment. No, it's fine. You don't have to help around, you know. It's alright. I just want to help. Well, if you insist. Thanks a lot, though. I smile at him, glad to be able to help out. I start sweeping the floor while Victor polishes some of the expensive-looking displays. Where are the other boys, though? Victor shrugs without stopping his work. Somewhere around the house, I guess. Aren't they gonna help you clean? No, they never do. And you let them get away with it? My aunt has 2 kids, and if either one of them refuses to clean around the house, they get punished pretty badly. That sounds scary. And I guess it won't work in this family. I've always been the one who cleans after the 2. Whoa, why? Well, I'm the oldest brother. I guess I always felt like it's my duty to care for them and make sure that they're doing well. You know what I mean? I look down at my broom in my hands, reflecting a bit on what he just said. I guess I don't have any siblings, so he blinks a few times. Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot. It's fine. It's not like something like that other people should know. Right. He closes his eyes for a few moments. He can clean the furniture even with his eyes closed. That's just amazing. What are the perks of being an only child? I raised one eyebrow at his question. Why have you ever thought of being an only child? Excuse me. Sorry. No, I'll never give up my brothers for the world. I'm just curious, that's all. Wow, his dedication to his brothers is simply enviable. I clear my throat trying to figure out what to say. Well, I can say that there's lots, but generally it really depends on what kind of things you consider as perks. What do you mean? For one thing, being an only child is a really lonely thing. Oh. So if you're a social person, you wouldn't enjoy it very much. How lonely can it get? Again, it depends. Me, I'm kinda used to it already. After all, it's the only thing I've known my whole life. At least I have time for moments of silence. A lot, actually. You see, there is one thing that is a huge perk, though. Victor turns to me with a curious look. And what is it? I never have to clean after somebody like this. He suddenly burst into laughter, surprising even myself. Whoa, I know I'm pretty funny, but I'm not that funny. He just keeps laughing like a 7-year-old kid. You were pretty spot on. Thank you. Oh well, you don't have to help around the next time I clean, but maybe you can keep me company again. Huh? I look around and see that everything is spick and spam already. Hey, what just happened? We're done cleaning. I could have sworn we weren't finished yet. Well, I didn't even notice it. Weird. Yeah, me too. Thank you again, Lizzie. You're welcome. I guess it's true. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay. So with that, I know it's a bit shorter, but we're gonna go ahead and actually end this episode here for the day. I hope you've enjoyed these episodes. I promise the next time you see me filming, I will be in a different outfit. Okay, so yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.